Hey guys, I'm going to do a quick video demo on how to teach your dog to bark for a ball. This is going to serve two purposes. One, it's going to help out your protection work by teaching your dog just the concept of how to bark for prey. Secondly, it's also going to help compartmentalize a play session for you and drive building. Essentially, we're going to back tie the dog and create a lot of frustration, and that's really going to expedite building drive versus just chasing it on the ground to make drive. So for those of you who are kind of struggling with that, this is a really good way to control the situation and help yourself out. I'm going to plug the Tommy Van Hollis seminar. This is where this concept was really solidified for me. So if you're curious on really seeing a lot of this in action on a lot of different dogs, I would highly recommend going to that seminar. The information is posted on the club page. So I'm going to give you a demo with Allie, where I'm actually going to talk through what I'm doing. She knows this very well, so it's going to be fluid with her, and it should show you kind of what the finished picture and all the pieces put together should look like. And then I'm going to do it with Roxy. She's obviously younger, still in the learning process, and so that'll show you what it's going to look like a little less cleanly, so it might be closer to what you're going to be starting with. So hopefully that's helpful. Obviously, we can work on this one-on-one, explain it a little bit more if you have questions at club, but I just want to put this out there because I think it is important, and get the juices flowing on this, and give you something to think about before club. So pick back up with Allie. Alright, so step one, you're going to back tie your dog. I have Allie back tied to a tree. She's in a down with your puppy. You're just going to get them out and start making drive. So the first thing I'm going to do, make drive with the ball, get her to bark. The rules of the game: if the ball is out of sight, I expect her to bark and show drive behavior. If the ball is in sight, I expect her to cap, shut up, and do the obedience command that I ask her to do. That's the end goal. We're teaching them to modulate in their drive state between expressive and capped. So I'll show you what that looks like. I'm also using my cue words. Are you ready? So bye. Yeah, good girl. If I take the ball out and make misses, obviously she's allowed to shut up. Ball behind her back, she barks. Sit! Yeah. Sorry, kid. Good girl. Be careful of that. That was my bad. Once she sits and caps, she gets rewarded with the ball. The other alternative, us. Yeah. Sit. Yeah. Is to make drive. Misses, increase drive. You don't have to give it to him right off the bat. Good girl. Good girl. Super. Super. Yeah, good girl. Good girl. Out. Ball away. Working. What? Sit. Puss. channel drive into obedience behaviors. Obviously, end goal is to fade all of this stuff out. You notice at the end there, it was breaking my rules. But as the dog gets more advanced and understands how to channel, how to cap, understands the obedience behaviors, you can progress to more and more complex sequences. But that's really the foundation, is we're teaching the dog prey flushing behavior, ball behind us. Once the prey object is there, we want them to cap. Anyway, so that's a finished dog and where you're working towards. We'll get Roxy and I'll show you that. So also kind of an aside, this is what I want to see from the dog. I have said absolutely nothing to Roxy, and she's begging me to do something with her. This is the type of drive that we want to condition. She saw me pull that tug out. I got her out of the back of my car, which is our routine to start obedience, and she's jacked. That's what we're going for. She can still have more, too. Good girl. Ready? Easy. Good girl. Nice. Good girl. Nice job, buddy. Nice job, buddy. Good girl. I forgot to put a second collar on her. I wanted a second line on her to give a little more frustration and keep her from spinning like that, because that's a habit she's gotten into. Good girl. Good girl. Nice job, buddy. Nice job, buddy. Nice job, buddy. Excellent. Good girl. Good girl. Super. Super. Excellent. Excellent. Good girl. Yeah, super. Good girl. Nice job. With the young dog, don't be afraid to choke them off. You don't have to say out. Again, this increases frustration. So they're like, oh crap, I lost it. Good girl. Big miss. Come here. Yeah. Come here. Girl, good job. Good job. Super. Super. Yeah. Good girl. Good girl. Nice job, kid. There you go. There you go. Good girl. Good girl. Nice kid. Nice kid. Good girl. Being very physical with her. Don't be afraid to jack them up like that. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Breeding resilience. Good girl. Nice job. Nice job, buddy. Super. Super. Easy. Good girl. Super. Nice kid. Nice kid. Excellent. Yes. topic. Alright, so something else I want to point out. Your methods are always evolving. So don't be afraid to play around with some stuff. Experiment. That's how we progress as dog trainers, even as a whole. So I think that's important to point out, is that this isn't something I was doing a year ago, but learned something new, figured out how to implement it, and now I'm trying it out. I might make a modification a year down the road, or sooner than that. So just keep in mind, it's always evolving. There's not going to be a formula that you're going to write down in a textbook and it's going to be the same 50 years later. Principles are the same, but play around with how you apply it. So yeah, any questions, let us know. Hopefully that helps. Can also make follow-up videos and dive into a little more conceptual stuff too. But again, highly recommend going to that seminar. I'm going to be learning new things next time I go too. My understanding of this is certainly not finished. That's the other underlying lesson. Again, constantly be learning, constantly be open, and make sure you're continuing to hone in your skills. So happy training. See you guys this week.